Hey there guys, and welcome back to another reaction video. And today we'll be reacting to the Lighthouse Keeper Scary Stories Animated. Yeah, I'm talking like that because for some reason I talk like that because I'm just in such a good mood thanks to the fact that I could frickin' play and record Code Vein again. Man, it's like a high. Almost. Not that I know what it feels like to be high, but yeah, because legit, I love that game to bits. So yeah, aside from that, let's press play and see what's gonna happen, shall we?
In the northeast sea of Nova Scotia, the vital shipping lane between two important coastal trade hubs is infamous for its unpredictable tides, inclement weather,
And horror.
hundreds of lives it has claimed over the past century.
Nah.
This major landmark, ensuring the safe passage of vessels through the treacherous
It's
strait,
haunted by
is a
the
small stone
souls
lighthouse
of the
that sits on an
dead.
island of razor-sharp rocks. Rocks, which at low tide extend out for several miles just under the surface. An old master mariner from the mainland loads his vessel with 3 months of supplies, with Samuel, the new lighthouse keeper who will be going to the island.
Not
What
gonna
happened to
lie.
the last lighthouse keeper? Inquired Samuel. He quit, replied the mariner.
Not gonna lie, but Samuel looks like I didn't really want this job. Like, I don't give a fuck about this job and so on, you know? Like he was transferred there as punishment for unspeakable deeds.
Not many stay long. They can't handle it. They can't handle being alone? Samuel was confused. Grunted the mariner. That won't be an issue for me. I'm really looking forward to the isolation.
Well, you don't look it. You
They
don't
set
look
off
that way.
as the evening set in, and the lighthouse lit
There's
up.
actually a blob
Its
on
brilliant
the
beam
island
cutting
there.
through the night air like a freshly sharpened and polished blade. I thought there was no caretaker there at the moment, queried Samuel. There isn't. The light is on an automatic timer, the mariner explained. And how is it powered? He inquired further. There's a powerhouse on the furthermost point of the island.
Oh, that's the
Only
black
go
blob.
to it when the light goes out. Why not at any other time? Too many questions. Quiet now.
It's
I need
run
to
by the
focus,
souls
said
of
the
the
mariner.
damned, isn't it?
The mariner set the man ashore
Or
with the
there are a
supplies
lot
at a
of
small
corpses
jetty and
in
began to
there.
cast off. Samuel shouted out, "Wait, aren't you coming ashore?" "No, I never set foot on the island." "But why?" he shouted. But it was too late.
It be
The mariner had
haunted,
already sailed out of
dumbass.
earshot. Samuel entered the lighthouse, stored his supplies, and then climbed the 100 steps to the top. It was a fantastic display of turn-of-the-century engineering.
Yeah, and he just
Huge
doesn't give a
industrial
fuck.
bulbs burned with incredible intensity behind massive Fresnel lenses, resulting in an amazing beam of light that pierced the sky around it.
He just
for
looks like,
miles.
I don't give a fuck.
After further familiarizing himself with the lighthouse, its operation, and the maintenance manuals,
He still doesn't
Samuel
give a
decided
damn.
to call it a night. He was exhausted, but excited about this new chapter in his life. Away
Well,
from
he
the
sure
stress
doesn't
and
look
pressures
it.
of the city, and to
Seriously.
finally be alone, when no one could bother him.
But then,
During the night, he was suddenly awoken by the sounds of deep moaning and frightening howling getting louder. The sound was too deep
Get
to
it?
be the wind. So
moaning.
he got up and peered
Someone's
cautiously out his
having
window.
some fun, get it?
To his surprise, dozens of ghosts, men, women, and children were all hovering around the powerhouse at the far point of the island. Samuel rubbed his
Yeah, I
eyes
retract
and
my
stared out in
previous
disbelief.
statement.
They were all still there, and all still making an incredibly disturbing cacophony. Unable to pull himself away from the window, he stared at them throughout the night. they
if
would
you
come
know what's
closer.
that, where that's from.
However, they didn't. And as the sun rose, they faded away into the daylight.
And he didn't get a wink of sleep.
This continued for several weeks. The sun would set, and the ghosts would hover. Samuel had lost an incredible amount of sleep over this, but he had since realized that they never ventured further than the surrounds of the powerhouse. This didn't reassure him in any way. He was always on edge. What tipped him over, though, was the evening when far off into the distance a huge cruise ship had entered the treacherous strait. It was by far the biggest ship he had ever seen.
And then it sank into
Suddenly,
the ocean.
as he watched it crawl through the water like a massive streamlined beast, the vital bright light behind him died, and he watched on in terror as it turned, trying to navigate the narrow passage, having made a course for the lighthouse, guaranteed to tear its hull to shreds on the jagged rocks below.
Ha!
The terror of what was about to occur raced through his mind. Hundreds of people were about to die. He had to restore the power, which meant entering the powerhouse that was surrounded by dozens of tortured spirits. The psychological battle that ensued next within his exhausted mind nearly broke him. He was terrified of heading to the far end of the island, and had to muster every courageous element of his being to convince himself that they were only ghosts,
Go to the...
mere apparitions, and unable to harm him in any way. He exited the lighthouse and made his way towards the powerhouse.
Go
his
to the
flashlight in one hand
powerhouse, you pussy.
and large toolbox in the other.
I mean, seriously.
He walked through the swarming cluster of spirits, and although loud and unsettling, they left him unharmed and able to access the powerhouse.
But
However,
then...
as he opened the door, they pushed him in, and once inside, it lit up like an oil-fired furnace. In fact, as if it was the fires of hell. The lighthouse came back to life, and the cruise ship immediately
I was
altered
kidding
its course
about
to safety.
I was kidding about the lighthouse being powered by the souls of the damned. You know?
And then, one of the spirits ascended and slowly dissolved into the night, only to be replaced by Samuel. From the shore, the old master mariner who had been watching the lighthouse
He's the devil, ain't he?
sighed as he watched it come back on. He then made a call to the local newspaper, once again placing an advertisement for yet another lighthouse keeper.
I mean... okay, it was fun, but maybe not the best. But still, it was fun to watch. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I kinda did. So, yeah. See you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making. And also, feel free, if you have any suggestions for videos you would like me to react to leave them in the comments below. So, yeah. Bye.